Nigeria. The rest of the world prioritized punishing criminals, right? The system that punishes criminals justly, no matter how long it takes. They say the long arm of the law will catch up with you, and then will deal with you accordingly. Not in Nigeria. Let's say Nigeria also shares our own part in this, criminal enterprise, so to say. Criminals will always commit crimes. Law enforcement agencies and the rest of them's job is to bring anyone that commits crime to justice in order to have a lawful society, law and order. But law and order won't work except there is something called rule of law is in place. The rule of law means everybody is equal before the law. The rich, the poor, the high, the low, the weak, the mighty. Doesn't matter. That is the rule of law. You violate it, you get punished. The rule of law. Without rule of law, there is no law and order. You have a worse place that is worse than the Banana Republic. There are crimes that will happen. They call them organized crimes. To get to the end of it, they get to see and pick up their sponsor, their financiers, cut it from the roots. And the criminal syndicate, the criminal organization will bleed to death. A slow one, a crushing, excruciating death. But where you have the lack of rule of law, then you have in Nigeria. You know, where those who are supposed to see crime before they even happen and prevent them as much as possible. And wherever any of them slips through their fingers, they ensure that they put it under the control, but not in Nigeria. They monetize it. They weaponize issues. They weaponize their problems. They monetize it. That's what they do. Kidnappings, kidnapping for ransoms. It is an industry in the contraption, yet APC, Egbekegbe, have forced it on you to see it as, what can you do? Well, we just pray to God to protect us. And God will protect us. God will always protect his own children. But they kidnap pastors, reverend fathers. They kidnap, bishop. They kidnap Alpha, kidnap anybody. I remember a story of a man, because of this situation that is going on in the contraption. He's a rich man. He's got his policemen and all of that protecting him, but they were not enough. He needed to fortify himself. Because to survive in that place, you might need to go extra miles. What did he do? He traveled to go and see a babalawo, a spiritualist. Because they have told him that that man is the most powerful, like Dibia, in that community or in the entire region. So the higher mighty comes to him for fortification. So it was a deal. Whatever he's going to take, he is going to see this powerful, great spiritualist. Right? So he traveled far, long. He finally arrived in the dusty town where this powerful Dibia or powerful Babalawo lives. So when he got in, he saw the people in some sort of like a sad mood. Is he dead? What happened? Ah, he can't be dead. He said that, what do you come here to do? And he said, well, I came here to fortify myself against these kidnappers all over the country, because I travel a lot. I said, okay. And I was told that Baba is the perfect person to see. I said, well, unfortunately, Baba is not around. Okay. They kidnapped him yesterday, and the kidnappers are demanding for 100 million naira ransom. And you can see we don't have that. And they said they will kill him this evening. So we're already kind of mourning him because we are not expecting him to come back. What? You mean they kidnapped Baba? Say, yeah, since yesterday. They kidnapped him. Yeah. Right. That was the last time this big man. I mean, at that moment, it was like, man, nobody is safe. If anybody is telling you that anyone is safe, you're not. The way everybody is going to get served is different. Everybody's going to get served. I think some of us are just talking too much, making Nigeria look bad. Really? Wait till you become that victim. And then you question your God, that your powerful God, that God that is protecting you. The one that, you believe is keeping you safe and all of that. I'm not questioning your God. I'm just saying that you will question that God eventually, because it's going to be like, where is he? Why this is happening to you? Blasphemy. That is what terrible government does. Terrible leadership does to people. Eventually, everything you hold dear as belief and all that will be put to question or even trashed in the society that is God. Like, if they are not robbing the people, I mean, if they are not kidnapping you, they are robbing you the other way. Yesterday, we had this crying billionaire, this fake billion. You see, I have said before, and sometimes it will be like you are using a blanket statement. So I'm not going to use blanket statement. I'm going to say some or majority. Ask yourself, how come in the poverty capital of the world, some certain people, simply because they are connected to governments, are flaunting billions and billions of your money, that they can't really tell you what they are producing or what they are manufacturing, what they are selling. Of course, they are selling what people call contacts. That's what they sell. Sujimoto, Ogundele, or what is that his name again? Yeah. Ran to the social media to alert us that him being declared wanted by the EFCC. There's actually some people trying to tarnish his name, his image, and destroy him. Then he started crying. And that gave him out. Like, that kind of like gave him, out that, oh, come on, man. This is fake. What really happened? Okay. We now have more details of what happened. Peter Mbah, who happened to be a former commissioner in Enugu, by the way, among many others. I don't know how many people they arrested from that government he was part of, but his own arrest made the headlines. Peter Mbah collaborated and looted the government of Enugu, looted the people's money in Enugu as a commissioner, that he ended up in the EFCC or so at the time. And somehow, he managed to come back and pull off a stunt that today is the governor of Enugu State. And so many scams have been, oh my God. At first, I think his popular selling point, right, was that it would give Enugu people, affordable, or should I say drinkable water. A project that Mbah traveled to Europe, brought a scammer to come down to his state, somebody called Andreas. And before you know it, 68.5 billion naira of Enugu's money went into a project, a water project. I don't know how it is right now in Enugu State, but people are saying they are not seeing water that you can say is worth 68 billion naira. Itamba also went on he's paying social media influencers very well. Oh, I can let you know that one. Oh, we needed to resuscitate the presidential hotel that was being built by Sam Okpara. 50 years ago, we're supposed to build this hotel, but somehow they stopped. I'm going to finish it. And it's going to cost $35 million. That's how much they spent in renovating the presidential hotel. It's called in Enugu. Uncompleted presidential hotel. But it has been opened, commissioned as a completed project. That's the second one. The third one is this a smart school. Oh, Peter Mbah promised them in Enugu that it would build, God knows how many, I think, a lot of smart schools. And what does smart schools mean? It's not ultra modern. They used to, when I was younger, right? They used to have what they called modern markets, modern hospital, modern. Then when I became, I think, a teenager or so, I was still young, right? Then they changed it. They will construct borehole. They will call it ultra-modern borehole. They will bring paint to repaint the community clinic. There's nothing inside though. They will say the government has upgraded Udogbolu community clinic to ultra-modern clinic. But I bet no, there's nothing they pass. Ultra-modern became a thing. Yeah? And then Peter Mbah chose a different thing. Smart school. Smart school should be a technologically advanced sort of like, buildings, starting from the buildings, right? Smart schools where you don't really have to have a blackboard. Have the digital screen. Teaching children, that's smart schools, right? And it was to build that across the state. That was where Sujimoto came in. Prior to that, right? I said Sujimoto. Sujimoto. That's his name. So Sujimoto entered Enugu on the invitation of Peter Mbah. And according to him, he said, first, Peter Mbah took a picture and said he has signed a deal with Sujimoto. That Sujimoto is going to tackle food insecurity in Nigeria and is going to cultivate 30,000 hectares of land. Did they follow me? And now the next story is the story of Mbah. Forget about that one. All right? But there is no 30,000 hectares of land being cultivated by any Sujimoto, okay, in Enugu. There's nothing like that. And if there is, it is not 30,000 hectares. However, Sujimoto said he designed a building because Peter Mbah said he wants to construct a structure that is a 60-story building. You get that? And Sujimoto, that is into real estate, those Lagos properties. Yeah, so he designed a 60-story building for Peter Mbah in Enugu. But Peter Mbah now told him that put that aside. There's this project. We have money. Okay, we have money, but we don't have people who can do them for us. What project? It's called Smart Schools. So we're going to give you 22 of them. Okay. And we are going to pay you 11.7 billion naira. Okay. But first, we'll give you half, possibly more than half. Or half. 5.7 billion naira was released to this guy that was crying on your screen last night. 5.7. Now, his own argument was that the inflation changed everything. The price of a bag of cement back then, when he got the contract, or before he got the contract, he told the governor that he had no idea about this business. And the governor said, no, you'll be fine. You can do it. Then he also said he told the governor that the money you are, it's too small. I don't think this money can build this thing. Oh. And the governor said, no, if you don't make profit from this one, you will make profit from another one. Right? Or go and do this one first. Oh, hang on. Let me replay the video so that I can continue from there. If you're watching me from Enugu, you better sit back because there's so much to unravel here or unpack.
I'm not a thief and I'm not a fugitive. This is a contract between my company and the Enugu state government. Enugu state government asked me to help them build a couple of things, a couple of projects, which were very interesting. I was going to the state every week. In the middle of the project, they said, okay, the governor said he wanted to build a city. And he wanted to build the tallest building in Nigeria, 69-story building. I designed it and gave it to him. He said, okay, keep it aside. He said, while you're waiting for this, please help me do these schools. That we have money, but we don't have people that can do it. I've never done this type of schools before. But I knew it was cement and concrete and machinery. I knew it was arrangement. So I said, okay, let me give you a try. I told the governor, I said, this project is impossible because of the pricing, the cost of it is too low to build. The governor said, don't worry, just help me do these schools. And later you will make money from the schools, but you make money from the other projects, which I was very happy with. Right there, I mobilized 42 engineers to the States. I took a house in the state. I love the state. I went to the state. And I was there doing the job. I was traveling from Enugu to different local governments. I had an accident that my back got broken, but I didn't tell anybody. Now, the contract was frustrated. When we took the contract, at every point, I knew that it was difficult to do it because of the pricing. Now, when we took the contract, cement was 7,000. By the time we left, cement was 10,000. I faced a lot of people. Sometimes we are in the villages, my stars are being shot at. Sometimes they will have some people come, they will bring guns and shoot at them. I was still there. But at the end of the day, things went sour between myself and the government. And I was still there. If I had money, I would continue the project, but I had my other projects. I had stress on my other project that I wanted to do. They took me to court. And I said, okay, let's look at the entire project. How much have we spent? Till the last day, I was in the project. I was there till the last day. Then I asked me that, how much have we spent in the project? And I put my project. They took us to court, and we told the court, we don't want to fight with the government. Let's agree. How much do we owe you? And there was an agreement with them, and now they declared me wanted. They destroyed my company that I built with my hand. But I'm going to go there. I'm going to the FC office. I'm going to go and clear my name. In the last 2-3 years, prices have just gone crazy. If I'm doing my project, it's delayed, 5 years delayed. Something I could have done with 2 years. Prices of things changed. The economy went sour on me.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't.
I decided to play that clip, for those that Shiji was trying to convince. All right. Cement was 7,000 naira. And then the economy went sour on him, which an average businessman would tell you it is normal. Well, maybe it is true. Now, here is what we heard and confirmed. The arrangement between Peter Mbah and Sujimoto is beyond this one that is making the news. In fact, in some quarters, it is being believed that they just probably want to throw him under the bus, maybe because he's died them. So the info on this project